Good evening, everyone. Vincent Vinant from Port Elizabeth. And tonight's subject is Jewish Messiah repented. He's a political figure, a very important and famous person, according to Natan. Natan went to heaven in 2015, just about on the solar eclipse, the new moon lunar eclipse at that time. And he died, and he was went up to a certain place, and he saw all the Jewish people, only Jewish people there, the rabbis. To me, it almost looked like the old paradise place. That's how it appears to me, because there's no other people except ex-Jewish people there. And he saw the rabbis there, and he saw the latest Kaduri, he saw that man there, and he saw many other there. He saw, of course, well, they should be in heaven. He saw Father Abraham, he saw Jacob, he saw Isaac, he saw them. And it's a whole story. This whole video is, the length of it is about 2 hours. I'm thinking of posting it if you feel so. It's English voiceover from Hebrew to that's from Hebrew to English. And Natan, he speaks about the book of Revelation and the Bible, and when he speaks, I can fit in where it fits in, whether it is post or mid-trip, and I can fit in the pieces where that fits. Now, he mentioned Messiah, two Messiahs. He mentioned both in that video, but the rabbi that interviewed him shuts him down actually upon the Messiah that never sinned. Yeah, he shuts him down, and he mentioned two Messiahs. One Messiah that never sinned, and that I believe is Jesus Christ, the MASHIACH, that he is a true Messiah. And then the Messiah that repented, that of course is the Jewish Messiah. Now the Jews believe in two Messiahs, Ben Joseph and Ben David. Ben Joseph comes first. Now Ben Joseph fits in with the book of Revelation 13:11. That what you say is a biblical false prophet, and many say that Pope is the false prophet. He is not the biblical false prophet. That is a false theology from the New World Order for you to believe that it is to distract you from the true man. That's right in your face. Yes. And that's biblical. He is the biblical false prophet or false Messiah. Now, Natan said he repented. He's a political figure. He's important and is a very famous person. I don't know any other famous person besides the man in the picture. Now, this news was all over a few years. When I checked it, it was in the news, but it completely disappeared from the internet. And this is only available news that you have here, and I hope it will stay on as such. This was reported by truenews.com. And they carried the story. So I will let you listen now to Natan, and then afterwards, it's just about 3 minutes for Natan, and then 5 minutes on the truenews.com. So please watch the whole video. Please do subscribe and like the video, and etc. And also do communicate. very few people do communicate. And by the way, we are 43 days from Feast of Trumpets, just 43 days, and our 30 days of Teshuvah is beginning on September the 4th, the evening of September the 4th. We are starting with our 30 days to October the 4th on the Feast of Trumpets. Jesus did it himself, and most Jews do that. That's one thing that the Jews fear, this Feast of Trumpets, because judgment will come. The Bible indicates there, both Joel and Zephaniah. Zephaniah speaks on that will come on the day of the trumpet, which is Feast of Trumpets. Okay, just without further ado, you watch that video. So I'll say goodbye for now, and until the next video.
Questions about the Messiah.
Okay, great.
Could you know who the Messiah was?
I couldn't know. I could only know what his traits were, what he needs to be in order to be the Messiah.
And can you tell us if he is here or there?
He's here. He must be here. It can't be that the Messiah is dead. That can't be.
That can't be.
It has to be somebody who is here, who people know. But when he becomes the Messiah, everybody will be surprised.
That means that when the Messiah, with God's help, is revealed, it will be a surprise?
A huge surprise.
And people will say, ah, that's the Messiah.
It will be like, wow, that's the Messiah, like that. It's like he doesn't know this is the Messiah.
Speak into the microphone. Speak into the microphone.
Yes, yes, he's an important person, a great person. What's that? I have no idea. I don't know. He was secular. He was secular.
Messiah, he says it's someone who must have repented. He is a person who is sinless and everyone knows him.
Yes.
And it will be a surprise.
It will be a surprise that it's him.
Wait. He also said that he doesn't know who the Messiah is. What he is saying here, these are things that even without his, I am saying them after learning, even if he didn't say a thing. By the way, for me, Nathan has not said anything new. I am on record for years saying this all. I have known it for a long time. It's written by the prophets. It's written in all the commentaries. It's written in the Gemaras. There is nothing new in what he is saying. What surprises me is that it's going to happen right away. It's going to be soon. I also rely on Rabbi Chaim Kanievsky. It's not a lie. It's no lie that he said to drive cars with speakers and to go out into the streets and shout that the Messiah is coming. Rabbi Chaim Kanievsky, who we've all known for years, he is not quick to get excited or speak rashly. Every word he says he weighs on many, many scales. Whoever knows him knows that he does not speak a lot. He doesn't speak much, but when he does speak, he knows what he's saying. He doesn't just blurt out anything. He knows that he is accountable for every word. People have testified that he said to study the 7th tech trait. He said last year to study the 7th tech trait because at the end of the 7th year, the Messiah would come. Once again, you are repeating the same questions. He knows there is the Messiah. He doesn't know who it is. He knows that he is here in this world. I am explaining in his place. What he was able to know is that the Messiah is someone who repented, and since he repented, he has not committed any sins. The Messiah is someone who repented, and he also brings others back to the fold. And everyone who knows him, and everyone, he is a very, very famous figure, and with God's help, if God desires, he will reveal himself and redeem Israel. Yes, one last question.
Yes, they won't believe. Like, people will be surprised, like, that there really is such a thing as the Messiah, that it's all true, like, that God is real.
They will recognize him in the end.
Yes, yes, they will be surprised that he clearly is the Messiah. It's a regular person, yes. A normal person and also an important person. I think that what I saw is that he is an important person, a very important person.
Donald Trump converted to Judaism 2 years ago, according to White House official. There it is. That's his blog. He said, President Donald Trump converted to Judaism 2 years ago and joined Chabad Lubavitch Synagogue in New York City, according to a high-level White House official. Mr. Goldberg says the story has allegedly been held by CNN's editors for months, but is due to be released within the next few days. David Elias Goldberg, a fellow at the Jewish Center of Anti-Semitic Study, has also interviewed the White House source. According to the source, Trump was pushed by his daughter Ivanka and son-in-law Jared Kushner to join the faith. At first, Trump resisted, stating it would threaten his base of evangelical Christian voters. However, he had a change of heart and officially converted in early 2017. The ceremony was held in private and closely guarded for nearly 2 years. It appears the White House is prepared to slowly release this information, and by summer, it is expected Trump will fully address his new faith in an evening televised news conference. He is clearly the most pro-Israel president in the history of America. He's given Israel every single thing that they've wanted, and he's about to give them war with Iran.
You okay?
And so, has he converted? So, I want to show you one more article. This is, let me see if I can.
This is the Times of Israel.
Yeah, the Times of Israel. This was published March 22nd, 2019. This is the Times of Israel. Trump, the first Jewish president of the United States.
Now, that's not us saying that. That's Times of Israel. Times of what nation? Israel.
So the people in Israel, that's an English-speaking newspaper in Israel, and that's what they read, that Donald Trump is the first Jewish president of the United States.
And how did they qualify that, Rick?
They gave a list of things that he did for Israel.
First of one, of course, moving the embassy to Jerusalem.
That's right.
That was a big deal.
Then recognizing Israeli sovereignty over the Golan Heights. He's the first sitting U.S. president to visit the Western Wall. They gave him credit for defeating ISIS. They gave him credit for rebuking the United Nations for when the UN criticized Israel. They credit him with closing the Palestinian office in Washington, D.C. And they said these things, what is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, these 6 things qualify Donald Trump to be named the first Jewish president of the United States.
And that's what the Times of Israel said.
Again, that was not David Duke's newsletter.
Right.
It's a Jewish-owned newspaper. And they're proclaiming Donald Trump to be the first Jewish president of the United States. So now when you look at this David Elias Goldberg saying that a White House insider told him that President Trump converted to Judaism 2 years ago.
Suddenly it doesn't sound so crazy, does it?
Now it's not too crazy. And that CNN knows about it, and CNN is sitting on the story and will be releasing it at some point.
It was history's darkest hour. Millions of innocent, wonderful, and beautiful lives, men, women, and children, were extinguished as part of a systematic attempt to eliminate the Jewish people. It was the most savage crime against God and his children.
We were so deeply moved to see that picture of you touching the stones of the wall. And may I say, we were deeply moved to see First Lady Melania Trump touching the stone on that wall, and equally moved when we saw your daughter Ivanka and your son-in-law Jared do the same.
Okay, so let's just, what if it's true? What if it's true? What does that say to you, Doc?
That says to me there's been such a major shift in values in America. It's no longer Judeo-Christian values anymore. It's Judeo values now.
Yes. Yes.